What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm taking a quick look at Adventure Communist. It's the new idle game from Happy Hippo Games. I play a lot of idle games. They're not super popular as far as your average gamer is going to go, and that's perfectly fine. They generally shouldn't be, because they're more often than not just proof of concepts for systems that could be integrated into video games that are a bit more dynamic, that contain multiple systems that give you a more diverse play experience, or as the guys from Extra Credits would say, a difference in kind. Something else for you to think about and, math up or devise while you're in game to get better results at either just, another part of the game, or just to have a different flavor of things to do. So most idle games will generally have just a single goal in mind, and that is to acquire some form of currency. The currency is generally universal, and while that currency is universal, it means that everything's sort of tiered in a very hard, difficult way. Or not difficult, difficult is the wrong word, but in a way so that you can clearly see almost at a glance which resource generators are better than others. And Adventure Capitalist has that out the wazoo. Like, you can spend a few minutes on any particular event or planet that they have in that game, and probably within about half an hour of playing the game for the first time, you'll realize which is making you the most money. In Adventure Communist, it's a little different, because of the fact that there's no actual currency in the game, not a global one anyway. So it relies on resource generation. There's 5 resources in the game. There's potatoes, land, ore, weapons, and medicine. All of these are required to make the various people that sort of auto-generate you resources. And then from there, the point of the game is to acquire these capsules that you see popping up on the screen. By clicking the resource generating icons, the green buttons under the little TV, you will have a chance per dig, which is very low, so you'll have to dig for quite a while on each one of these, to unlock a capsule. Now, capsules can do one of two things. They will either give you scientists, which are the real money currency in the game. You can purchase them using real money, and there'll be a quick snippet of the shop up here in just a bit. But in addition to that, they unlock both temporary bonuses and long-term permanent bonuses for the game. So scientists are pretty much the end game to see what your commune is able to produce, but you'll also need scientists to unlock the more advanced resource generators for each type of resource. And I believe from left to right, it costs 1 scientist more for each higher tiered resource. But to be fair, the nurses, or the medicine, the last resource, is the easiest set of scientist generators to acquire, because you only need a single building and you can purchase it immediately. Although it requires the most expensive unit in the game, which is the soldiers. But that's getting beside the point. It's more in the mechanics, and I'm not really here to talk about how best to play this game or how to do it the quickest. But ultimately, I thought that the game was a very nice parallel to what you see for complex crafting mechanisms in modern day RPGs and things of the like, because what you'll see is that you will require both a base resource and things that are built with it to create better, more efficient resource generators. And while the cost of them up front is not necessarily the greatest thing in the world, because they will diminish your generation for quite some time, the long-term gains from actually purchasing them are pretty ridiculous. So, I mean, that's pretty much exactly an anagram for the way that upgrade systems work in modern day RPGs, especially if there's component crafting. I actually picked up God Eater Burst recently, or God Eater 2 Rage Burst, I'm sorry. I've had God Eater Burst on PSP for quite some time. But I'll probably be streaming God Eater Resurrection, and maybe at a later time after I go through Resurrection for a bit to reacquaint myself with it on PC. Move into God Eater 2 Rage Burst, and I should be joined partially by Omega Nitro, who will also be streaming the game, and maybe Chaos Fire Dragoon CFD when he gets the opportunity to as well. Maybe as soon as this weekend. So hopefully we can get that up. And other than that, if you guys do enjoy an idle game and want something that's quite different from the majority of idle games out there right now, give Adventure Communist a spin. I don't really think that I've seen any idle game that takes on something like this in this particular way, and it'll definitely give you a different way to look at the idle games that we're presented with. And I really like the fact that this is so different from other games. I mean, the impetus is basically you just clicking on things, but when you boil down the majority of PC games, that's pretty much all it is. It's clicking. But the way that you have to think about the materials that you gain and how to spend them is probably the most interesting part. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to leave a comment below in the description, and if you enjoy Happy Hippo's games, pay a little bit of homage to the developers. They are always working on new things and giving us new experiences, and I'm glad to just see what they're producing every day. But thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this again, and have a good one, folks.